Welcome back guys, I'm Fausto Carnevale, ESENtaxa, and in this video I will show you what you need to avoid before moving to Italy. And this video refers to all people that want to retire in Italy. So if you are going to take the money of your retirement, of your pension, please take this advice. So the first thing that you need to consider is that in Italy, just before I start, I'd like to say that I'm doing this video because we have a lot of cases, in particular from people from Canada, from USA especially, that want to buy a property in Italy and want to retire in Italy. So a common thing that we see is that those people have a public and private pension combined, and basically they want to take out the dividends in order to enjoy the life in Italy without working, which is a good thing that I also will do maybe 10 or 15 years, who knows. But we have to make attention in terms of taxes. Living in Italy is good, but we have to just pay attention. So the first good news is that if you sell your house, let's say that you're from Canada, you sell your house from 500,000 euro or Canadian dollars, or dollars to make it easy, you don't have to pay taxes in Italy. So you can sell the house, transfer the money into a bank account in Italy, and then you can use those money, or you can invest those money in Italy, for instance, in kind of saving account, just to get a small percentage, and you can use those money without paying tax. The particular thing instead is when you have a asset abroad. So the first thing is the house. This is the worst thing in terms of taxes. If you rent your house abroad, when you rent a house abroad, you have to pay in Italy the IRPEF taxation. So let's say that you have no other revenues in Italy, but you only rent your house. You have to pay attention because you have on one side the revenues of the pension, and then the revenues of the rent, they add and they sum up to those other money. So here you can pay 35-40% combined on taxes. And consider that even if you apply for the 7% tax regime, the money when you rent a house is another thing. So I would suggest to not rent a house in another country, instead to buy a house in Italy and try with all the tax system that we have for short-term renting to maybe buy a house and rent the housing. The second thing, but is the most important thing, is when you wanna withdraw dividends. In this case, you pay the taxes in Italy, 26% for sure, and you have to pay attention to the withholding tax that you pay in the country of origin. So you have a tax credit, but on the other hand, you have to pay taxes in Italy for sure, and you have to check the case and the situation in your country. So those are the best things to consider, the top 3 things to consider. Fortunately, as I said, when you instead sell your house, here you don't pay taxes. And please note that I also did a similar video, that you cannot combine the Forfait Regime, the 7% flat tax for pensioner, and the Forfait Regime. Okay, for all the other things, you have also to pay attention, even if you're retired, to the esterovestizione. So, do you still have a company abroad? Why you have a company abroad? What is the purpose of that? And all this other stuff. So please pay attention. I would like to say, to conclude this video, that if you want to have a precise calculation of the taxes, we are not tax experts in UK, in the States or Canada, but we can tell you for sure what you will have to pay in Italy. I didn't mention here, you also have another taxes on the assets that you have abroad and on the properties that you hold abroad. So we also have another almost 2% of taxes, and those taxes unfortunately are fixed. So before moving in Italy, okay, it's a nice country, you will enjoy your retirement, but please consider also the taxes that you are going to pay. So I'm Fausto Carnevale. Until next time, if you have some question, you can send us an email and we will direct you to a specific tax consulting. But if you instead want to directly book a tax simulation with all your worldwide revenues, you can visit our website and you can book it from the platform. Until next time, Fausto Carnevale, enjoy your stay in Italy.